what's up all? Welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, welcome to the channel. I'm going to be doing a new Let's Play series on Riverbend Springs on Farming Simulator 25. So, if you want to follow along with the series, you can always like and subscribe to the channel and set your notification bell to get notified when I put out those new videos. Now, as for my previous series, it's still going. No Man's Land, it's been a little bit since it's come out, but I'm going to continue doing it on FS22. It's going to be put out on the weekends, and this one is going to be put out Monday through Friday. At least that's the plan. So this one is not going to be as story driven as No Man's Land was. There will be a little bit of storytelling in it. It's just not going to be as involved as No Man's Land is. So, for this one, let's see, the bank's up here on the left. I'm going to pull in here real quick and go get the keys and sign the final bit of paperwork over for my new plot of land, and then we'll talk a little bit about the series. It is going to be a 5-acre challenge. So we'll go over the rules for that here momentarily, and what all we're going to do with that. So, let me jump out of the truck and I'll be right back. I think the bank's open. It should be. It's after 9. Yeah, they're open at 9. So let's go in. Alright guys, I just got back from signing everything. It's a done deal. The property is mine, paid in full, and that's going to be our new home for the next 3 years, because that's how long this challenge lasts. 3 years in game on 3-day months. We'll go more over that detail here when we get to the farm itself, but this 5-acre challenge is going to be rather difficult for me, but we're going to try it and see if I can achieve it. So, what are the rules? Rules are: number 1, no AI workers. Number 2, no loans. Number 3, can't expand. Got to build everything on my 5-acre lot. Rule number 4, no mods. Only mods that will be allowed are the mods that Giant Software is putting out, as they have been putting some out because not everything made it into the base game. So those mods will be allowed. Also, I can't purchase any of the big productions on the map other than the cement factory. I have to use the mini productions that are in the build mode. I have to put them on my plot of land, which is just here on the right. Now it looks like there's is that canola that's in there that it's ready to harvest? Well, that's gonna be interesting because we have no equipment whatsoever. All we have is this truck, the land, and a trailer, and $50,000. So that's our starting amount, is $50,000, and we can't take out any loans, so that's gonna cause some difficulty. Also, we're only allowed to do 3 contracts per month. We're doing 3-day months, and we have 3 years to try to beat this challenge. The objective of the challenge is to have $250,000 and build a buildable home at the end of the 3 years. Anyhow, let's go ahead and look at what the stats are for this one. For the time, we have it 5 times the time, normal difficulty. Seasonal growth is on 3 days a month, and snow's on, crop destruction, all of that stuff's on. Disaster destruction is also enabled. Dirty is normal. Automatic engine start is off, and then everything else is off. Fuel usage is high. So, that's our challenge that we got to try to do. Let's see. Is this canola? Yep, it is canola, and it is ready to harvest. We don't have any equipment. We have to think long term. Here, we've only got $50,000. So, let's think about what we can do to maximize our productivity for this. Let's see. Well, first off, let's look at the used vehicle market and see if there's any implements in there that we can use. I think that's a good first start. Let's go ahead and pull that up. Alright, so nothing right off the bat stands out to me. Okay, we can only do 3 contracts a month. Let's go ahead and check the weather for the day. It's going to be a nice day today. Let's look at the contracts. I think 3,836. I think I'm going to do this contract for fertilizing because I think we can utilize that tractor on another project. Let's go ahead and jump in the truck and head to the store. I can tell you one thing that I am going to change is this driveway. I really don't like backing up as it is, and this is a long driveway to have to back up out of. But hey, I got that one. That was pretty smooth. Alright, so let's think about some things that we can do. We can't do any big productions except for the cement factory. There's no way I have the money to purchase that at this point. So I'm not even going to try to do that one right off the bat. First thing that we got to do for objective for this episode is we have to get that canola harvested. Don't have a silo, so I think the best bet is to sell it and try and get some extra money. My goal is to try and get, for this episode, the field harvested and end the episode with as close to $45,000. And I don't know if that's going to be possible, because I know renting the harvester and the harvester header and the trailer, along with the trailer and tractor, just to be able to sell that canola. I don't think there's enough canola in that field to put me above it. So I have to figure out some ways to do that without spending a lot of money. So I'm only allowed to do 3 contracts. Now with me just starting this game, it's August, and I only get 1 day in August. So I'm going to pretend that I've already completed 2 contracts for this month. I'm only allowed to do the 1 contract today, which I already accepted. It's on field 51, and it's a fertilizing contract. So we're here at the store. I forgot I have to purchase the fertilizer myself, so that's another expense that we got to put in. So let me run into the store real quick and get some fertilizer. Alright, get 2 of those, because I don't know how big the field is. $3,840. Okay. That takes us down to $46,000. So we've only got $1,160 left to still be able to end where I want to. This tractor looks pretty nice. on the inside. It's got a sunroof. Huh. Let's start it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright. Nice older tractor. Let's go ahead and get the weight on. And then we'll put the fertilizer on. And then fill the fertilizer up. And then head out to field 51. There we go. And let's see if I can get this lined up. Normally, it takes me twice. Yeah, it looks good. No, it's not. Let's go and pull forward and fix that. Alright, there we go. Cool. Alright, let's go ahead and get the fertilizer in. Get that cover open. And start filling. Alright, there's one. Let's go into the second one. Alright, so that's 2,000 liters. Let's, where is field 51? Let's see. Oh, there it is, right up there. So the best route is going to be come out there, go straight, and make a left. Okay. So let's head up to this contract and let's start that, and let's think about what we can do to maximize our funds here. Now, with Farming Simulator 25, they do have those new dynamic pastures. So we could do animals, like sheep or goats, because they eat grass anyways. So if I could get some goats or sheep in, I wouldn't have to worry about purchasing food because I have the dynamic pasture and would be able to feed them that way. Now, wool from the sheep takes a little bit of time to actually produce the wool. Goats I've never done because they're new to the game, but I do know that they provide goat milk. So I don't know how fast goat milk comes out per month, but I know that we can take that goat milk and then we can put it into a small dairy production on the farm, and we would be able to turn it into bottled goat milk and be able to sell it at a little bit higher price than just the goat milk by itself. So that could be a possibility. I don't think I'm going to go too big into too many productions. Maybe only ones that my animals provide me all the ingredients to do. But I don't know. Alright, well, we're here. Also new is GPS. Never used it before. So let's see if I can figure out how this works. Right, turn that on. Go out to the line. Okay. Now, being on PS5, we've never had, or console, we've never had GPS or course play until this game. Because we can't get the mod for it in the previous games. So it's probably going to take me a little bit of time to get used to this process, but seems pretty simple other than the quick turns that it takes for the path. I would prefer it to be a little bit more rounded, but oh, see, it went off, or just me being dumb went off. Let's try that again. Alright, got it locked, and off we go. But yeah, I can't have it completely perfect round because it's not my field, right? So we'll just make do with it from there. Alright, so we're at what, 55%. I know we have to go one more line across, and at least, I don't remember, was it one line or two lines down the center? I think it was one line down the center. This is a really good fertilized spreader. It goes pretty far out. I think it's like 42 across. So it's a decent spread. Let's see, almost to where I was at the beginning. 79% complete. It's popped up, but it's 82. 86. So 87. Alright, let's go ahead and check down the center. Like I said, I think it's one line, so yeah, there's the line. Go ahead and jump on it. There we go. Let's see, is this going to complete when I get done down here at the end? 91, 93, 94. I don't think it is. Maybe that corner. I may have missed that corner on the left. So 98, 99. Alright, let's check this corner and see if that'll complete it for that last 1%. Nope. Okay. Let's look. Oh. Missed a whole spot up there. So there was a second line up top. Let's go up there. Where is it? Oh, I see it. Okay. Alright, so this definitely should complete it. Yeah, there it is. Cool. Alright. So, we need to take this down to the farm because I'm not going to return the fertilizer with my fertilizer in it. So, let's head to the farm and I will see you guys back at the farm. Alright. Made it back to the farm. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put the fertilizer over here by the tree. Now that contract only paid out $3,000. So I don't think I'm going to complete that contract right now, though, because I think I'm going to utilize the tractor. One less thing that I have to rent to do my own field. So we're going to go back up to the shop and we're going to rent the cheapest harvester I can find and header trailer, And we're going to leave the tractor up front and see if maybe I can get all the crop harvested and it's sit in the harvester where I don't need a trailer. But in case I do need a trailer, I want to keep the tractor just in case. And I am thinking more about the goats. That might be something that I try to do by the end of the next month, potentially. Alright. So, for contracts, I have to go to... I messed up already. I accepted the contract at my farm. I'm actually supposed to drive to the store. So going forward, I will drive to the store to get contracts. I also have to bring the equipment back. And we're saying that the return item for contracts or leased items is back here on this back road. So I'm going to drop the fertilizer off and go park this up front next to the truck. But from now on, I need to come up here to get contracts. I can't just accept them from anywhere. I actually got to come up here and accept them. For these leased items, the harvester and stuff, before I can bring them back, I have to clean them before I can bring them back. So, let's go ahead and jump in the store and get those rented. Alright, I'm going with Massey Ferguson. It's the cheapest. How much is it going to be to lease? $5,329. Okay. Let's go to combinations. Let's get the header. How much is the header going to be? $1,530. Trailer, $51. $39,249. That's a little bit lower than what I would like it to be. But one thing that I've noticed on this farm, or this map, I wish they would change the spawn area to be a little bit further out. Because when you have bigger equipment, this is a small harvester, but I think it's a little tight. Let's just say that. It's a little tight to get equipment. I can only imagine what it's going to be like when I get the bigger equipment. I got to push the stuff out just to get it connected. So, one thing I will say in FS25, putting headers on the header trailer and taking them off is much easier than the previous games. I didn't even bother with the trailers on the other games because it was just too much of a pain to put it on. But they go on really easy on this one. Unfortunately, thus far, I've driven around the map a couple of times, but so far I have not found areas that are wide enough to let me get to almost anywhere on the map. Usually there's like back roads or something to be able to get places. But alright, we jumped to the farm, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to connect the header, and then I'm going to put this in a time lapse and throw some music on and let you guys enjoy the harvest. So, I'll see you guys when we get done harvesting, or if I need to go get a trailer, then I'll see you guys when I'm done with that. So, I'll catch you guys here in a few.
Dusty fields, sun burning hot, sweat on brows, this is our lot. Golden grain, we work till late, brothers of the earth, no fate. Hands like leather, sheep by toil, kings of farm and blessed soil. Day and night we bear the strain, harvest worth measured in pain. We are the kings, harvesting dreams, ruling the fields, nothing's as it seems. Sweat and tears in every single scene, raining over field streams. Old tractors roar, life in gears, laughter shakes away our fears. Under stars we claim our throne, harvest kings, our seed sown. Calloused hands, hope in heart, every year a brand new start. Sunrise brings another day, harvest kings carving our way. We are the kings, harvesting dreams, in the fields, nothing's as it seems. Sweat and tears in every single scene, raining over field streams. We are the kings, harvesting dreams, rolling the fields, nothing's as it seems. Rolling the fields with every single scene, harvest worth measured in pain. We know dirt on the face, grit and grind, keeping pace. In the sunset's fading glow, harvest kings always know. We are the kings, harvesting dreams, ruling the fields, nothing's as it seems. Sweat and tears in every single scene, raining over fields, streams. Old tractors roar, life in gears, laughter shakes away our fears. Under stars we claim our throne, harvest kings, our seed sown. Old tractors roar, life in gears, laughter shakes away our fears. Under stars we claim our throne, harvest kings, our seed sown. Calloused hands, hope in heart, every year a brand new start. Sunrise brings another day, harvest kings carving our way. We didn't inherit dirt on face, grit and grind, keeping pace. In the sunset's fading glow, harvest kings are in our way.
Oh, we didn't quite get it all done. So, I guess I'm going to have to run up to the store and get a trailer. So, I'll meet you guys up at the store. Alright, I went and got the trailer. Now we're down to 38,790. I don't think I'm going to get it back up to over 45,000. But it's worth a shot. We can see what we got. Let's get this unloaded. Now this trailer only holds 8,000 liters, which is exactly what we have in the harvester itself. So once it fills up, I'm just going to continue to do this last bit. And see what we got here. Alright, that is done. So let's go ahead and put this header back on the trailer. Oop, oh, alright, it went. Okay. Alright, let me run up to the house and grab my phone. so we can see where to sell this canola where I can get the best price. Alright, got my phone. Alright, so canola. The best place looks like it is the farmer's market at 1,055 per 1,000 liters. So, looks like I'm gonna be going up to the farmer's market. Now, where is the farmer's market? It's up here. Let's go ahead and tag the place. And I'll meet you guys up at the farmer's market. Alright, we made it to the farmer's market. Had to wait a little bit for the ferry. We got up here. Let's see. What's this gonna bring us? Hopefully it brings us a good amount. Right, so we're at 38,790 right now. Oh, 8,445. Puts us back to that 47,236. Huh? Let's unload the second one. Can't be too much more, I wouldn't think. There's only 826 liters in it. Alright, 48,106. Well, we got above the 45,000 that I wanted, but we're not done yet, so I'm gonna have to spend a little bit more money because I have to get the cleaner. So I'll meet you at the farm. Alright, back at the farm. And because I borrowed this equipment or leased this equipment, I have to wash it before I can take it back. So I'm gonna have to buy a pressure washer. So let's get up here because I want it up here. So let's jump into build mode, construction. Let's go over to our tools. $4,300. That's gonna put me just under the 45 that I wanted. But we're still over 40, so. Oh, this is cool. Check this out. I can get in it. And I can push it. That's. Remember the days that we had to put it where we wanted it on the farm because we could never move it after that. But we're able to move this one. So let's go ahead and push this back down there and let's clean up the harvester, the header, the tractor, and the trailer. Now I know that this is also going to cost a little bit of money. Alright, we'll do the harvester first. Get that all nice and clean. There we go. Move on over to the header and the header trailer. Alright, that looks nice and clean. Let's go ahead and move on to the tractor and trailer. There we go. Get the window. Let's go ahead and get the trailer. Alright, that's done. Alright, let me take this back up to the house. Alright, now all we gotta do is get this back up, put it up where I want it, and then taking the equipment back. So let's see what we got there. Maybe I should put the stuff so far away to clean. Taking a little while to get this up here. I think I'm going to put it right over here next to the steps. Right under the window. There we go. Alright. Let's run down here and jump in the tractor first, and I'll meet you guys at the shop. Once I get the harvester up there as well. Alright, turning into the shop with the harvester. So we gotta return them back here in the back. It's 5:30 in the afternoon. Oh yeah, we still gotta collect on the contract. So we should be over our $45,000 that I wanted. So That's cool. Alright, so to do the contracts, we got to come all the way up here to the front, and return items is up here in the front as well. So, go ahead and return, or accept the contract. It completed. 3,000. Awesome. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's return the leased vehicles. There's the trailer, the harvester, the header, and the header trailer. $46,854 is the amount that we ended with. Awesome. I think that was a pretty successful first episode, first day. We got a lot done. So we did a contract, and we got our own canola harvested, and we managed to only spend $3,246 in the episode. That's how far we're off from the $50,000 that we started. So I think that was a good use of money. What's this car honking behind me for? Rude much? Whatever. Yeah, gotta love city life, I guess. So next episode, we need to start looking at potential equipment. New contract's going to be September, and I definitely think I'm going to go goats. Yeah, see, that car is a horrible driver anyways. It was honking at me before, and it just passed me in a no-pass zone. Idiot drivers, man. Idiot drivers. Anywho, we are going to do goats. I think I'm going to do goats. So I need to start figuring out that, how much that's going to cost for initial startup. We also need to figure out how we're going to prep this field. I'm going to make a call to a contractor and see if he can come turn half that field into dirt, because I don't need that big of a field, and start figuring out what we're gonna do. Alright guys, well, I'm gonna end the episode here. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date on everything on the series, and if you want to follow where this challenge goes. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Good morning, everyone. Oh man, I'm full. I just got done eating at Central Cafe. And let me tell you, their mama's breakfast is pretty awesome. I had me some good old homemade French toast. Definitely nice to hit the spot in the morning. But on to the episode and what we need to get done today. So while I was in there, I actually ran into Noah. He's a lumberjack here in town. And he said that he had a used mower for sale. So when he gets done over there, he's going to come over here and we're going to take a look at it and see what it's all about. So let's park over here and wait for him to come over. So right quick, I did spend about $4,000 with the contractor this morning to convert that field into a dirt lot for me for a little bit. So that's why the money's down. Let's go ahead and check in on the weather. All right, so It's going to be sunny most of the day and doesn't look like it's any rain in the forecast, so that's a plus for us today. Well, looks like he's coming over, so let's go ahead and jump out of the truck and meet him up here. I think he said it was in this first bay over here. So come up here and wait at that spot. So there it is, the Smaz. It's 110 horsepower required. Work width is 3.4 meters. Goes 13 miles per hour. You want $7,271 for it. So let's jump in and take a look at it. Now this is definitely something bigger than what I was originally looking for. But since it's on sale, and I'm really looking at getting those goats and putting in a grass field, I think in the long run it's going to be beneficial. So I think I'm going to go ahead and buy it. Yeah, I think it's going to do us well. So let's go ahead and purchase it. There we go. That's taken care of. Purchased it. Now Noah also told me that he has a cultivating job that he needs some help with, and I might be able to get some of that money back. So yeah, there it is. It's the first one. He's willing to pay $6,000 for it. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that contract and basically get the mower for $1,000. So it's up on field 37. And he said I could use his equipment to do it, which is awesome, because I'm going to probably end up using that tractor to get that mower home, since I don't have a way of getting it. This looks really good on the inside. Let's see, how does it sound when you start it? Oh, that's pretty cool. I like the screen there on the side. But alright, let's go ahead and get the weight on and get the cultivator hooked up to it. Got that hooked up. Let's back up and get this cultivator connected. Just gotta line it up just right. There we go. Awesome. Now, where is field 37? I think he said it was up by the Sunset Farm. Or the Sunflower Farm. I don't remember the name of the farm, but you know, we could go the long way, or we could just hit the ferry. I think we'll probably just hit the ferry. I think that's going to be the best way. And it's after 9 o'clock, so the ferry should be getting ready to run its next run over. And it's just right here on the left, going down a little bit. So wait for the school bus to pass. Doesn't look like there's any more cars, so let's go ahead and turn on. So that's the dairy there on the right. I really haven't gone out and explored the map too much yet, but it might be a potential place that I need to take the goat milk to sell if I get goats. But I don't know. Alright, we've got to turn the engine off. Let's go get this ferry started. And it is kind of loud on the ferry, but let me tell you, it's quite nice. Look at that river view. Look at the fog on the river. That's pretty cool. Visually, it's a beautiful place. I'm really enjoying my time here, and I hope that I can really get that lot looking really good and make a little bit of money in town. I don't plan on leaving anytime soon. Ferry's pretty quick too. That's pretty awesome. Alright, get this started back up. There we go. Let's see, I think I'm going to turn right, because I don't think either one of those are a good choice to take the cultivator up. So, it's really foggy in this area, in the mountain area, which is to be expected. But let's see how we get along here. I cleared up a little bit from the fog. I think I need to keep going straight. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going straight up to the stop sign and then make a left. Let's check, nothing there. Alright, we're good to go. To the left. Gonna follow this one up and around, I think. Yeah, there's the farm entrance. Sunset Farm, that's the name. He told me that I can pull in here, and he said to go around to the back and make a right, and then a left, and the field should be there on the left. So let's go ahead and come up over here. Here's our first right. Yep, nothing coming that way. Yeah, we should be good to turn. And then he said take a left. Now that's into another building. I think that's the canning factory there. So let's turn left right here at the cornfield. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, it's right up here on the left. Awesome. So, we'll go ahead and get this cultivating going, get this set up. It's a really nice McCormick tractor that he's got. Should do us pretty well. It's got GPS, so that's a plus. So, let's go ahead and get this going, get started. For the plans, I think what we're going to do is we'll get this cultivated, and then we'll get that mower back down to the house, and then we need to start thinking about prepping the field a little bit for our own field, because I want to get grass planted into it by the end of the episode if I can. And definitely want to go talk to Katie. That's who Noah said runs the animal dealership, to get a price on goats and what all of that's going to cost. So, but what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and get this going. I'm going to go ahead and put a time lapse in and get some music on for you guys, and I'll see you when we get closer to the end. So, check back in with you here in just a few.
Stretches out before me, a canvas wide and free. With every step I'm taking, I'm reclaiming who I'll be. The whispers of the past fade like shadows in the light. I carry all my dreams with me into the hopeful night. It's a new journey, a brand new start, with the sun on my face and fire in my heart. Let's embrace the unknown, let the adventure sing. Every moment's a treasure, a new beginning. The echoes of my laughter resound through the open air. I'm shedding the weight of yesterday with every breath I share. I'm dancing with my fears now, turning scars into stars. With the courage that I've gathered, I'll reach for who we are. It's a new journey, a brand new start, with the sun on my face and fire in my heart. Let's embrace the unknown, let the adventure sing. Every moment's a treasure, a new beginning. And when the storms come rolling, I'll stand tall, I'll be brave. For every challenge is a lesson in this life that we create. So hand in hand, let's wander through valleys wide and deep. For the beauty of tomorrow is a promise we will keep. It's a new journey, a brand new start, with the sun on my face and fire in my heart. Let's embrace the unknown, let the adventure sing. Every moment's a treasure, a new beginning. So here's to every heartbeat, to the dreams that will ignite. With this new journey unfolding, we'll chase the morning light. Together we'll make memories that time can never take. In this new beginning, we'll rise with every shake. In this new beginning, we'll rise with ever.
Alright, so finishing up the second headland. Now we have one more headland pass to go, but we can see that it's 84% complete, and we're almost done. So as I was doing that, I was thinking I definitely want to see about doing some field prep work for our own field, and we don't have any equipment to do it. So I think what I might do is I'll use the McCormick with Noah's to get that mower back to the farm, and probably rent a fertilizer and something to do lime, and I'll use the McCormick for that before I turn it back in. That's the only way that I'm going to be able to get everything needed, because some calculations of what I'm going to need, it's going to be about $10,000 to borrow everything to be able to get that field prepped, and that doesn't count leasing a tractor. So I did this field for Noah, so basically I paid $1,000 for the lawnmower. That way it wouldn't be a huge dent in the pocket, I basically got the mower for $1,000. So that's is why I did that. So it's just to try to put me back up to where it was. I'm not 100% sure how much the goat pens or sheep pens would cost up front. I'm gonna have to talk to Katie to find out about that. See if that's even something that we can afford. And I'm thinking that I need to figure out something to get crops in and get some money right away. So I'm actually thinking about a greenhouse as well. That might be something that we can do. It'll be able to produce stuff year round. We'll have to see what crops we can put in there and how quickly we can produce some items for us, because that's going to be beneficial. Because if I don't start making money, I'm going to start to really fill it, and I really don't want to sit here and do contracts where I'm looking for the big paying contracts every single day, because then I don't necessarily have enough time to do my own build and my own stuff. So I definitely want to work on my stuff, but this is a really hard start. Granted, I still have 35,000. We started with 50,000, so I'm doing pretty well in that aspect. Alright, this is completed, so I'm going to go ahead and get this folded up and start heading back down to the shop. I'll meet you guys back at the shop. Alright, just getting back into the shop. And we're going to bring the cultivator back here to the back to drop it off. And then we're going to run up front and grab that mower. So come back here. Yeah, I think about right there should be good. Yep, let's get this disconnected. Alright. Go around. It's what, almost noon? So we should have plenty of time to at least get the fertilizer and lime on the field. I don't think we're actually going to get grass planted in though today. So I need to get this front weight off. So let's go ahead and move over here. Just set it off to the side right over here. That way it's not in the way. Let's go ahead and get this mower hooked up, and then I'm gonna run inside and rent a fertilizer. Now I have fertilizer already at the field or at the farm, so I don't have to buy any more of that. All right, there we go. Now I'm gonna lease it. So me $1,275. Yeah, let's go ahead and lease it. All right. So let's get this hooked up onto the back. There we go. Alright, and off to the farm. Get these beacons turned on. And I think I'm going to go a slightly different way. I want to check at the animal dealership in the back if they have any sheep, goats. You know, the other day when I drove by, there was some in there. So I just want to check on how good the quality of them are and whatnot. So let's go around over here. Should be just up here on the left. Yeah, there's some sheep in there. I don't know if there's any goats in there though. Let's see, let's go ahead and jump out. Oh yeah, there's one goat in there I see. Go ahead and jump in and take a look. Let's see. Well, they look pretty. Oh, he's pretty happy. He's pretty jumpy. That's really hot, really cute. So, yeah, they look like they're of good quality and whatnot, well taken care of. So I'm definitely gonna have to come back here after a little bit and see. I figured with it being at noon, Katie's probably at lunch right now, so we'll have to come back after lunchtime and see if we can catch her and see if we can get some info on them, whatnot. So, all right, well, let's go ahead and get going to the farm and get this fertilizer down. So, fertilize, and then we need to line the field, then we need to mulch it, and after we get done mulching, then we can cultivate, then plant. If there's stones in the ground, then we'll have to do some stone picking before we plant, but if not, then we can go ahead and plant. If they're just small stones, then we can roll, and then after we roll the field, we would need to fertilize again, and then finish it off with weeding if we need to. So, let's see, where's the best place to put this mower? I think I want to put it up out of the way over here by the tree. Right here. It's out of the way for now. I really need to think about getting a shed or building a shed too. I'm going to back up and put some fertilizer in. After we get done putting the fertilizer in, we'll jump out and check on how well the contractors did. So, we cut the field in half and turned this into dirt on this side, so they came in and dug it up and put some fresh dirt down, because I really don't need that big of a field, and this is going to allow me to put in some productions on this side in an area for sheds and whatnot. So that's the plan anyways at this point. So let's go ahead and jump back in here and let's get this fertilizer started. Right. Since we're still using the McCormick, we get to use GPS. That's one thing that I'm going to miss once I get my own tractor, because I don't think we're going to be able to afford GPS. Or a tractor that has GPS when I actually get my own tractor. So that'll be something that I'll have to look into. Go ahead and start this fertilizing. Get this down. But you know what? Actually, I'm still trying to get a hang of the GPS. I'm not gonna lie. It's different. Not used to it at all. But the more I use it, the more I'll get used to it. What's going to be sad is once I get used to it, probably when I'm going to be able to afford my own tractor that isn't going to have GPS. So then I won't have a need to be used to the GPS itself. It's a fairly small field, so we should be able to get it done in almost by just doing the headlands. Should cover most of the field, where we won't have to do too much after that. Trying to get hooked up to this GPS line. There we go. Oh, I'll get there, I promise. It's a learning curve, but I'll get there. Alright, we missed this little corner right up over here on the left. So let's go ahead and grab that real quick. I think that's the entire field. Oh, do it again. There we go. I think that's it. Let's go ahead and double check. Oh, nope. I missed the whole corner there to my left on the far end. So let's go ahead and go up there and grab that piece. Yeah, I can see it now. Yeah, right up here. So let's go ahead and grab that and get that in. There we go. And then grab this little corner right here that I missed. I think that should be everything. Oh, missed a little bit right here. We'll go ahead and grab that too. There we go. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get this unloaded, and I'll meet you guys back up at the shop. Here we are back at the shop, and instead of returning this fertilizer, I'm going to keep it here. They said that we could put it right here in this bay for the night, because I will need to use the fertilizer again, and it's going to be cheaper for me to keep it one day to fertilize again than to lease it all over again. And I was looking at it, and unfortunately this fertilizer doesn't do lime. I thought it did. So I'm going to have to spend a little bit more money to get something that can do lime. So let's go ahead and run in and talk to them real quick about getting something that does lime. So this is the only one they have, the Bretol. And it is going to cost me $2,295. But that's the only thing they have that in stock today that will do lime. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get connected up to it, get lime in it, and lime the field. And then I'll meet you guys back up at the store once I've completely finished liming. So I'll catch you guys here in a few. Alright, got all the liming done and got it all cleaned up. And now we're back. I'm going to go ahead and put this back here in the back. I'm going to complete the contract and collect on that contract. It's 2:15 in the afternoon. There's just not enough time for me to get a mulcher and mulch and plant and everything. So that's going to have to be tomorrow, I think, is what we're going to have to do there. So let's run up here and let Noah know that it's been completed and collect. There we go. And let's go ahead and return the lime spreader. Cool. Alright, and it's what, 2:20? Katie should be back over after lunch from, or should be back at the dealership from lunch. So let's go ahead and head over there and see if we can get some information about goats and sheep overall. Just kind of introduce ourselves, let her know that we're new to town and that we're looking to get some, and see what she has in stock, and we'll go from there. Now it looks like she just came out the front door over there, so let's see, anything over here? Nope. Anything over there? Nope. Looks clear, so let's go ahead and go in. Yeah, she's standing out front. So let's pull in here and let's go give a chat to Katie and see what we got. see where to park. I know this isn't quite a parking space. I should have parked in front, but this will work. I like being different.
Hey there! I am Katie. I am the owner of the animal dealer here in Riverbend Springs. What can I do for you?
Hey, just the person I was looking for. I was driving by earlier and I couldn't help myself. I saw the sheep and goat that you had in the back and just wanted to check in with you.
Oh yeah, they are very entertaining animals. They attract a lot of attention here. They are a big hit when we do the petting expo at the fair.
Right on. So I think I might be interested in getting some.
That sounds awesome. I will be happy to help you with that. Do you already have an enclosure?
No, I'm kind of looking to get that information and see what my upfront costs might be.
No problem. So we have 4 different enclosures that you can choose from. They start at around $14,000 and go as high as $97,000. It all depends on how many you want to get and what is best for you. Do you know about how many sheep you want to get?
Well, I'm actually thinking about getting goats, and that depends on how much they cost as well. I'll be honest, I only have a budget around $25,000 for this project to begin with.
Completely understand. So to stay in your budget, I would suggest the smallest enclosure, and that will hold about 20 or so goats.
That sounds awesome. Let me do some thinking and see about where on my plot of land I can put them. And I'll be back here in a couple of days to see about getting that enclosure.
You got it. Remind me what your name was again?
Oh, wow. Sorry about that. I never even told you. I'm HK, and I just bought a 5-acre plot near Edge and Sharp Sawmill.
Well, nice to meet you, HK. I will look forward to seeing you soon.
Yep, you do the same. I'll see you in a couple days. Well, Katie seemed really nice. So, minimum $14,000 for an enclosure. So, yeah, I have the money to do it right now, but I want to think about it a little bit longer to see if it is definitely something that I want to do or not. I think getting the greenhouse in first might be a better option. So it really depends on how much the greenhouse is going to cost to determine when I get that enclosure itself. You know, greenhouse is going to bring me a little bit more money, I think, up front because it's going to be a long-term thing. But I'm definitely open to it. I definitely think I'm going to get sheep or goats. Like I said in the last episode, or yesterday even, that I don't have to worry about necessarily getting food for them. As long as I put them in a grass pasture, they'll be good for food. So that's definitely something that I'm going to look into. But I think first, we need to first see if we even have a spot big enough in the grass. I'm thinking in the corner maybe, that already has grass. If that's big enough for the enclosure. And see about putting in that greenhouse. So let's get parked up over here and let's go jump out and take a look at where that grass is. But before we get over there, as you can see, there's lime on the field and it has been fertilized, so those are gone. Next is mulching. So mulching will be done hopefully tomorrow. We'll try and get the grass planted in tomorrow as well. It depends on it. Let's see. So $10,000 to rent the stuff. That's going to take me down to 25,000 or so with that. So definitely can't afford the goat pen and the greenhouse at this particular time if I want to get the field prepped. So I think that's going to be top priority. Greenhouse in and get the field prepped. But as I was saying, or as Katie was saying, there was 4 different options. So let's go ahead and jump in and take a look. Yeah, 14,000, 48,000, 51,000, and 97,000. Definitely going to be going at that 14,000. But will it fit in this area? Yeah, it will fit. So it'll definitely fit in this area. That's what I needed to know. So at least I know that. Now, as for a greenhouse, I think it's going to be best to put it over in this dirt area. Now, I have 2 locations that I'm thinking. Maybe one up here close to the house. Maybe right over here, about in this spot here. Or even over there in that corner. You know, I'm thinking probably closer to the house would be better. Let's go ahead and put it in up by the house. Well, an hour later, and that hurt the checkbook. $22,743 the cost for this greenhouse. But let's go ahead and see what we can put in it. So it looks like we got chili peppers, garlic, lettuce, snap cabbage, spring onion, strawberries, and tomatoes. We'll have to look and do some research and see which is going to be the best for us. And get that going. Also, I'm going to have to run water source. But now we're down to $13,000. So we have to figure out what we're going to do to get some money up. I don't even have enough for the goat pen now. Definitely going to have to look and see if there's a high-end paying contract job. Because if I rent everything, I'm only going to have $3,000 left to do my own fields. So I guess we'll figure that out. And that'll be tomorrow's problem. For today, it was a good day. I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you all for watching. And I hope you all have a great day. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Good morning, everyone. Bright and early at 6 o'clock in the morning. We got a lot of stuff to do. I got up super early today. Let's go ahead and check the used market. Let's see. Nothing in here that stands out except for this Tiger 8 MT cultivator. But way above my price range. Let's go ahead and look at the weather. 50s, 60s, 70s for most of the day. Gonna rain about 2 o'clock in the morning. Cool. Alright, let's go ahead and get in the truck and let's head to the store. After the last episode, yesterday I put in that greenhouse and that was $22,000 to put it in after having to level the ground and everything like that was needed. So it's taking us down to $13,000. So we need to figure out money in order to do anything. So I'm gonna go look for high-paying contracts. I know in the last episode I don't want to be sitting here chasing the high contract prices, but I don't really have any other choice. At this point, I have to do contract work, and I have to seek out the high-paying contracts. So I'm gonna head up to the store and see what type of contracts we can find. But how are you guys enjoying the 5-acre challenge thus far? If you're new to the channel and just coming in and checking out the 5-acre series and you want to see more, go ahead and like and subscribe and share if you want to your friends. I'm trying to grow the channel. It's going to really help me grow with your likes and you watching. It's going to help with the algorithm to get the channel out, try and help grow. Also, if you guys want to do the 5-acre challenge, that would be really cool too. Let me know how you guys are doing, if you guys are doing the 5-acre challenge as well. The rules are in the description down below, so you're more than welcome to read through those. And if you want, comment on how you're doing, what's working for you. And if you guys have any suggestions or any ideas for me, please feel free to comment down below on things that I could try or things that you think I should do differently or better. I'm looking for that feedback. That way I can make the videos better for you guys. So, any advice you guys have, I'm willing to listen. Ooh, I need to learn how to drive. Back up and park this in here correctly. But yeah, if you guys want to join in on the 5-acre challenge, you guys are more than welcome to. I have the rules in the description. I would really be curious on how you guys are doing. How's it working for you if you're able to achieve it quicker than me? So let's go ahead and pop this open and look into the contracts. All right, big paying contracts. Ooh, bell wrapping, 8,583. That's really tempting. I really want higher paying contracts. It's the highest one thus far. But let's go ahead and go down and see it, because I think Noah said that he had some green beans that he needed harvested as well, that it was going to pay out pretty well. Oh, yeah, there it is. $11,638 for green beans. I'm going to take that contract. And you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and take that belling contract as well. It just means that I don't get to do a contract in tomorrow's episode. Or tomorrow. Because I'm only allowed to do 3. This would be my 3rd one for this month. So, alright. Borrowed the equipment on those. Got both of them going. I have 41 hours and 30 minutes to get them done. Alright, well, let's go up to field 91 and let's do this green beans harvest. I've never done green beans. Look at that machine. Doesn't look like it's got a very big header on it. Alright, well, let's get the trailer hooked up. And we'll start heading over to field 91. I'm going to have to make numerous trips, so drive the trailer there first, and then I'll run back and get the harvester. So I will meet back with you guys once we get both items over to the field. See you in a few. Alright. Let's put this down, get on the GPS, and get started. Let's see, 6 miles per hour. Looks like that's going to be the fastest we can potentially harvest. Yeah, so it looks like 6 is the fastest that we can harvest. I may have just made a mistake. This is going to take me all day. And then I went ahead and I accepted that bell wrapping contract as well. Luckily, I have basically a day and a half to complete them, but this is going to take a while. So, fair warning, if you haven't done green beans yet, be prepared to have some time set aside, because it's going to take some time to complete a green bean harvest. I haven't even gotten 1% yet, and this is a fairly large field. Well, looks like we're going to be here a while. So, plans for the episode. If I get this contract done, and the bell wrapping contract, plus if I have any crop left over from this harvest that I get to sell. I'm thinking, well, say $11,000 for this contract. I think it was $1,000 to rent the material. So adding that to the 13, we'll say 10,000 added to that. That automatically puts me to 23. The belling contract was 8, and I think it was like 700 something to rent that. So that's going to take me back up to 30,000-ish. So if I can get up to the 30,000-ish amount, then we should be able to start our field prep. Again, that depends on how long it's going to take me to do this harvest. If I can get through this harvest and get the bell wrapping done, then we will start prepping the field. So we've already got lime on the field and we've already fertilized. So we need to mulch. So I'm going to have to rent or lease a mulcher. I'm going to have to lease a planter or a seeder for grass. So that's what I want to plant in our field at the farm is grass. And then we're going to need a roller. I still have the fertilizer that I have rented. And then we're going to have to potentially weed as well. Now, grass typically you don't have to weed after grass. However, the field currently has weeds growing in it, and it says that the field needs to be weeded. So if that's still the case after I cultivate and weed, oh, I forgot I got to get the cultivator too, because I got to cultivate it. If it still says I need a weed after that, then I'm going to have to get that as well. So I don't know if we'll have time in this particular episode to get through all of that without the episode being super long. So, but again, we'll see how long this green bean contract takes me to do. And as long as it doesn't take me all day to do, and I'm able to get that belling contract done, then we will jump into our own field and get our field planted. And then we'll see where we sit on money. I really want to try and get the pen in for the goats before the end of the month, because I know that it takes a month to grow the meadow grass, and that's going to be their food source. That way I don't got to buy any food. So as long as I can get either in this episode or the next episode the goat pen down, then we should be good, and the grass in the meadow will grow. So I don't have to buy any food or anything like that. But we also put in that greenhouse in the last episode, and we got to do crop, and that I'm still doing my research on what's going to be the best crop for us. Leaning towards lettuce. That seems to be the best process or deal for me up to this point. But I'm still doing the figures on that to figure that out 100%. But before we can do the greenhouse, we need to get a water source. And I don't have a water source. We'll also have to get a trailer to put water in and go from there. So right now it's just the beginning, but because this is going to take a while, I'm going to go and throw in a time lapse. Think about that, and I'll meet back with you guys here in a little.
woke up at dawn, sun creeping in, dust on my boots, ready to begin. Fields all around with dreams in the soil. I'm planting my hopes, gonna make them uncoil. Broke but not beaten, my spirit won't bend. With each seed I sow, I'm closer to the end. Being broke won't stop me from reaching the stars. I'm working the land, I'm pushing these bars. Hard work is the compass, it leads to my goal. Like a farmer in the fields, I'm tending my soul. Rain or shine, I'm out in the sun, with blistered hands, but my heart's on the run. The tractor's my steed, the earth is my friend. Every drop of sweat is a means to an end. With faith in my harvest, believing in me, the struggle's just part of the grand legacy. Being broke won't stop me from reaching the stars. I'm working the land, I'm pushing these bars. Hard work is the compass, it leads to my goal. Like a farmer in the fields, I'm tending my soul. So I'll rise with the sun and I'll toil through the night. The crops may be small, but my vision is bright. Each challenge I face, I'll embrace with a grin. For the fight makes me stronger, that's where I begin. So I'll rise with the sun and I'll toil through the night. The crops may be small, but my vision is bright. Each challenge I face, I'll embrace with a grin. For the fight makes me stronger, that's where I begin. Being broke won't stop me from reaching the stars. I'm working the land, I'm pushing these bars. Hard work is the compass, it leads to my goal. Like a farmer in the fields, I'm tending my soul. Someday I'll look back at the miles that I've crossed. In every hard lesson, there's no pain that's lost. With faith like a tether and dreams that ascend, being broke won't stop me, it's just the beginning, my friend.
Well, that's done. 5, almost 6 o'clock at night. Started at 7:45, 8 o'clock this morning. That was an all-day harvest. So, what I'm going to do is get this up to the sell point, and I'll cut back to you guys there. It's going to be at the farmer's market, so I'll see you in a few. Alright, pulling up now. It took me a little bit of time to get everything up here. Let's see what this is going to bring in. So this should complete the contract. And I got some money. $6,481. Cool, now I still have some of the harvest, so I'm going to go grab that and come right back up and see what we make off of it. Alright, so I got 1,101 liters. I checked the pricing, and you can actually get more money at the canning factory, which is just behind here. So I'm going to take the what's left over to that sell point. Try and make a little bit of extra money off of that. See what we can get. As you can see here, yeah, the canning factory pays 1,340. So that's slightly above the rest of it. So let's see if we can't make a little bit extra money here. 1,475. Cool. Alright, so now I'm gonna tag the canning factory. Now it's time to get all this stuff back to the shop, and I'm probably gonna head home and go to sleep and then be back in the morning. So I'll cut back with you guys here in a little bit. Alright, back at the shop. Yeah, it's definitely late. That belling contract is gonna have to wait till the morning. Also, our field prep will have to wait till tomorrow, so I'm gonna have another charge occurred for the fertilizer, renting an extra day that I wasn't planning. But I'm gonna go ahead and head to the house. I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. 7 o'clock in the morning. I overslept my alarm. That green bean harvest yesterday really took it out of me. Alright, let's check the weather today. It's going to start raining at 5 o'clock, and it's in the 60s today. Nothing in the used market, so we need to really get into that belling contract to get that done first thing this morning. I'm going to collect on that. That way I have a little bit of money, and then we're going to start worrying about prepping our fill. So I'll see you guys up at the shop. Alright, so we got this one here. Got everything hooked up. The fill's just right here on the left. So we're going to go ahead and get started on the belling contract. I'm going to go ahead and put that into a time lapse as well. And we'll be right back.
In the stillness of the night, when the shadows creep, I search for the answers. In the silence I weep. Memories linger like whispers in the breeze, chasing my heart like the autumn leaves. In the end we're all just stories written in the lines of time. With every laugh and every sorrow, we'll find our reason to shine. Through the heartaches and the echoes, we'll rise above the pain. In the end, love remains. In the end, love remains. In the end, love remains. With the dawn comes the light, but the scars never fade. We carry the pieces of the choices we made. But that there's beauty in the broken, strength in our fight. Together we'll weather this storm through the night. In the end we're all just stories written in the lines of time. With every laugh and every sorrow, we'll find our reason to shine. Through the heartaches and the echoes, we'll rise above the pain. In the end, love remains. In the end, love remains. In the end, love remains. So take my hand and walk with me through the valleys and the flames. We'll write a tale of hope and dreams, and learn to feel no shame. For every tear that falls like rain is a step towards the light. We'll carry on, we'll be the song that breaks the darkest night. In the end we're all just stories written in the lines of time. With every laugh and every sorrow, we'll find our reason to shine.
Well, this is the last one. This contract went much faster. Only an hour to do, so that's cool. Alright, so that one's done. Contract is finished. I'm going to get this folded up. Let's get this back up to the shop. 8 o'clock in the morning, so we have all day to do our field prep. Oh, wait up the train. Maybe I'll get lucky. I won't have to wait. Yeah, we'll have to wait at least a little bit until the rails pop up. Alright, so I am going to collect on this contract. I'm not going to collect on the green bean contract, though. Oh, let's pretend that didn't happen. Hopefully there's not too much damage and the store don't come after me for it. But I am going to collect on this one. I'm not going to collect on the green bean one because I want to use that John Deere tractor to do my field prep. That way I don't got to rent a tractor. So let's go around and collect. And then we'll start getting some stuff for our field. And then head down to our field and prep our field. Alright, let's go ahead and complete this one. And collect. Cool. Alright, so that one's done. Now, we'll collect on that one here in a little bit. But that takes us up to $28,904. So let's go ahead and jump in the store and see how much this stuff's going to cost to start prepping the field. Alright, so first we need a mulcher. So let's scroll down, see if we can't find mulchers. Oh, there it is at the end. Alright, so I'm looking at this one here, the Speedmax 300. I know it goes to the front of the tractor. It's 3 meters, so it's going to take a little bit of time. But to lease it, it's only $561. So what I can do is rent cheaply and go from there. So go ahead and get in the John Deere and get this mulcher loaded up and get down to the farm. So I'm going to get this loaded up and I will meet you guys back at the farm. Oh, come on, car, pass me. Thank you. Alright, we're back. Now, let's see. Let's look at GPS, see what it says is the best way to do this fill. Alright, so the lines are going the other way. So I think it's going to be best to go to the other end to get started. So I want to do the middle first. So we'll do the ups and downs. So yeah, we'll start right here. Get this turned on. There we go. And get connected and off we go. So we're getting some mulching done. As you can see, it is going to take a while because it is only 3 meters, but you know what? That's okay. We're working on a budget here. We want to try and maximize our productivity with the least amount of expense on this challenge. Maybe I should trim that tree back a little bit. It keeps getting in my way of the drone. So, let's get going again. Alright, so we've done a couple passes. What I'm going to do is continue on with this off camera, and I'll jump back to you guys once we have it completed. And then we'll move on to our next piece of equipment. that we need to get for the field, which will be a cultivator of some sort. Catch you in a few. Alright, working on the last bit of the last part of the headland. Got just this line left to do. See, it took me a couple hours. It's already 10:30 in the morning to get this much done. Then we'll get it cleaned up, washed up, and then taken back to the shop. And then the next item is the cultivator. That's the next thing that we need to do on this field. So we'll finish this out and get it cleaned up, and then head up to the shop and get the cultivator. That field's done. Alright, let's jump out and grab the power washer. Let's back it up a little bit, pull it out, and clean off this mulcher. There we go. That looks clean. Alright. Oh, let me make sure that's turned off. Cool. That's off. Alright, let's get this back to the shop. So, cultivating is next, and that's probably where I'm going to end the episode. Get this back up to the shop, rent the cultivator, and that's where we'll start the next episode at, is with the cultivation, and get going from there. I do need to also at some point, probably when I get done doing the contract for Noah, see if he has any leads on where I can get somebody to drill a water source for me on my plot of land, and how much that's going to cost to do. Noah seems to know a lot of people around town around here. Oh, I just blew through that stop sign in. Didn't seem to care. Huh? Alright, car. You gonna go? Nope. Okay. Oh, excuse me, sir. Sorry. Guess I should have waited. But that's okay. Let's go ahead and get this back here, and let's drop this mulcher off. I should have lowered that down first. Ooh, hopefully that's not too damaged. I'm just checking to see if I'm gonna have to move any of that here soon. For this one, I can still back up and get out, but eventually I'm gonna have to start moving stuff around and get through, since I have to return all this equipment as I use it. So let's go ahead and back that up. Alright, so let's run in the store and see if they have it, what they have for cultivators. Alright, alright, cultivators. Ooh, the John Deere for 9,500 doesn't look too bad. That's the cheapest one. It's 4 meters, 110 horsepower requirement. Is there anything else? Everything else is way more expensive. Yeah, 128. Alright, so 4 meters, 110 horsepower. How much is it to lease? 484? Yeah, I'm gonna lease it. Alright, cool. So that is leased. So, there we go. This is where we're going to end the episode. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. And again, if you're enjoying the series, please like and subscribe to the channel. Comment down below on what you think I can improve on or do better, or if you have any ideas. Also, if you're doing the 5-acre challenge, make sure you let me know how you're doing there as well. I would be happy to see where you're at on that and provide any advice if I can. But that's going to do it. So I'll see you in the next one. Peace. What's up, all? Welcome back to Riverbend Springs on the 5-acre challenge. I think we need to name our farm. So I'm going to name the farm Meadow Springs Farm. That sounds good. Especially since I'm going to be putting in grass and sheep, or not sheep, goats, and working it through there. So I think that's going to be the name of our farm, Meadow Springs Farm. So quick shout out, thank you to all of our new subscribers to the channel. Thank you so much for your support. And for all you newer players that are watching or viewers, please like and subscribe to the channel and share it if you can. I am trying to grow the channel. I'm just under 100 subscribers, so that's really awesome. The channel's starting to grow. Today's goal, objective, we want to get grass in the field today. Today's episode, there's no contracts. It's 100% field work on our own field. We are fighting rain that's coming in, so we are going to have to get a lot done before that rain comes in. I think it's going to come in about 3-4 hours. So I am going to do some off-camera work. It's going to be done here momentarily. As soon as we get done with this pass, I am going to jump off camera and cut back in once the field is completely cultivated. We still have a lot to do. But that's the goal for today. Possibly even get the goats in, because I know it takes a month to get the grass, meadow grass, to grow in. And I don't want to have to buy feed for the goats. I would rather the meadow grass be there. We'll be back in a few once the field is done. Alright, we got all that cultivating done. Let's bring this up over here and clean the cultivator. And then we're off to the next project, which, now that we've cultivated, the next step is going to be getting a planter, or a seeder, sorry, to seed some grass in it. So that's what's next. Alright, that looks clean to me. So let's go and pop that back in. And I'll meet you guys back up at the store when we get in for the seeder. Alright, let's get this back here. As you can see, it's still September 3rd. We have $27,000, $854. So the rented equipment that we had previously is still here, which is fine. We'll get all of that turned in today, hopefully. The only contract that I accepted and completed was the belling contract. All of this is still left over from the green bean harvest that took all day yesterday on the 2nd. So let's go ahead and jump over here. We need to see what they have for seeders. So let's jump into the store and see what we can find over here. Alright, so we have this one here that's $33,500. That looks like it's the cheapest one. Yeah, it's definitely cheaper. Let's see, it's got to work with a 3 meters. Seed capacity is 600 liters. Yeah, I think this is going to be the one that I'm going to go with. So let's go ahead and lease it. $1,708. Oh, we need to get seed as well. Let's see. So that one gives us 1,050. Those are each 1,000 for the same price. Might as well get the same price, a little bit more, 50 more liters. So let's go and buy one of those. Alright, so let's get the seeder hooked up and get the seeds in. It is a smaller seeder. We are working with smaller equipment. Granted, we don't have a very large field as it is, so it'll be okay. But as I said in the last episode, we're going to lease items responsibly, because after spending $22,000 on that greenhouse, I wasn't necessarily spending my money responsibly, and it's not going to help me in the long run to achieve the goal. So we got the seed in. Not all of it fit here, but that's okay. We can come back later and pick up the rest of it to take it down to the farm, because they won't let me leave it up here at the shop. But yeah, we haven't really 100% been spending our money responsibly for this challenge. The end goal of this challenge is at the end of 3 years, we have to have $250,000, and we have to have a buildable house. And I know the buildable houses can be upwards of $300,000 as well, if you're buying the material. Now, I'm going to try to not buy the material. I'm going to try to produce it myself as best as I can. So, but that's still a lot of money that I've got to try to do within 3 years, and only allowed 3 contracts a month. So, but I think we can do it. We're only on technically day 4 of the challenge, so still an early start, but we'll see what we can come up with. Now, grass is what I'm going to plant in that area, because I'm thinking, in addition to the greenhouse, in addition to the goats, the grass is going to help me in 2 ways. One, it's going to allow me to feed the goats during the winter months when the meadow grass isn't growing. And 2, it's also going to allow me to turn it into silage and get some extra money there as well. So let's go ahead and get started with the grass planting. Now for this one, I am going to throw it into a time lapse. While I do it, I'll do a few passes over here on this side. That way I don't gotta drive out into the road every single time I'm going to turn around and whatnot. So let's go ahead and get this down. Not using GPS this time, just because I want to see if I can get it done any quicker, doing it a little bit older school way like we had to in FS22. Max speed is 7 on this, and it's only, what was it, 3 meters, 4 meters? It's going to take a little bit of time. So it's what, 1:16 now, and the rain's supposed to come either at 4 or 5 if I remember correctly. So let's hope that we can get it done before that. Let's go ahead and start the second pass. Getting it done. It's not using too much seed. I've only used 5 liters of seed thus far. That means that we're going to have lots of seed left over that we're probably not necessarily going to use as much. That's okay. We'll figure something out. Alright, we're going to go and throw it into a time lapse. I'll see you guys in a few. right, finishing up this last pass. 525 liters left, so we only used 23% of our seed. Interesting. All right, let's go ahead and unload the seed from here, and we're gonna jump back up to the store. I'm not gonna clean it right now. I'll get that when we bring the seed back here in a little bit. All right, back up. We're gonna get the seed loaded now. Just to throw this out there, I know in the time lapse it did say there were some issues with AI workers. Just throwing it out there, I did not hire any AI workers. It's just every time I turned around, I button pushed that when I was trying to lower it. But I actually did the field. I did not hire AI workers. You see my money is still at $24,886 as it was at the start of that. Just throwing that out there. Alright, so next we need to get a roller. So let's see what they have for rollers. We've only got two types. Obviously going to go with the cheap one at $46,500. Leasing it's $2,371. Let's go ahead and get that leased. Alright. Money's just going down. $22,514. They say you got to spend money to make money, but let's just hope this is all a good investment. So I'm going to get attached to it, and I'll meet you guys back down at the farm. Alright, we're back. And you know what? I think I'm going to do the same thing on this one. I'm not going to use GPS. I got to start getting used to not using GPS. I wanted to really play around with it at the beginning, so I understood how to use it and whatnot. But again, when I buy my own stuff, it may not have GPS because I might not be able to afford that feature. So we're going to do it by hand and without it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this and start rolling the field. If the rain is going to be in, I did double check, it's going to be coming in at 4, so we have 8 minutes until the rain gets in. Luckily we got the seed in the ground, so the rest of the stuff that we have to do, the rain's not going to affect us too much other than making the field a little bit more muddy, but that's okay. After we get done rolling, we will need to throw on our second layer of fertilizer. And then from there, we will have to come in, and if it still says that we need a weed, then we'll have to weed. We'll check when we get done rolling what all is left on the field that we need to do from there. But we'll see what's required. With it getting as late as it is, we don't know if we're going to get that goat pen in or not. I would still have to go talk to Katie and purchase the goat pen and get that put in. So don't think that's going to happen this episode, which means I'm going to have to buy at least one bale of hay or grass or something to hold them over for the month of October. So that's not going to be too much fun, but one bell isn't too much. And here's the rain. It's 4 o'clock, right on schedule, right where it said it was coming. So that's okay. Doesn't seem to be too bad yet for the field. I'm not quite slipping yet or anything like that. I'm kind of worried that this dirt field over here is going to potentially get pretty muddy and tracked up though. We'll just have to wait and see. I think maybe 2 or 3 more passes with the rolling, and then we'll be done with that. Also, I failed to mention when I did the time lapse, the whole point of me doing those first couple lines before the time lapse started was so I wouldn't have to turn around in the road, and that plan fell completely through. As soon as I started, every single time I turned around in the road. So that was wasted time. But it was a good thought to begin with. Oh, took out that sign. Said he was going to get mad at me for that. Oops. Maybe I can go try and put it back in myself. But then again, I probably should have done the field a little bit different too, where it wasn't all the way up close to the road and maybe like in the middle of the land, but it's okay. Oh, we still got to get a water source for the greenhouse too. Noah's been really awesome and has allowed me to continue to use his tractor for my own work on my field. So I really appreciate him doing that. He understands, I guess, that I'm new, but every time I continue to use his equipment and whatnot after the challenge, he says that I owe him something. So there may be a point where he asks me for a favor and I have to jump and say, yes sir, I'll do it. But I don't mind helping him out. It's probably going to do with something with lumber or something, since he's the lumberjack here in town. But we'll do what we got to do, you know. I really need to start thinking about getting my own tractor as well. Let's get that folded up. That's done. Let's get it over here and clean. I know it's kind of counterproductive cleaning in the rain. Wouldn't the rain do it? But I feel that I still need to do it because it's part of the requirements of the challenge. I must clean all equipment that I lease and work on my field. Don't have to do it for contracts, but I do have to do it for my own stuff. So, let's see. Get this front part. Alright, that looks clean. Just gonna put that back in. Alright, so I'll meet you guys back up the store as I pick up the fertilizer. Yep, 77% yield bonus, fertilize 50%. Okay, see you in a few. Alright, we're back with the fertilizer. Let's get some fertilizer in it. Now, based off of looking at the field just before we went up to the store, it doesn't look like we're going to have to weed it. So, looks like this fertilizing is going to be the last bit that we have to do. So, let's go ahead and get that in and start fertilizing. The rain's really starting to come down now as well. I think I'm going to go ahead and jump back to GPS for this one, just to try and maximize the spraying capacity of the fertilizer. Try and salvage as much of it as I can. This is all that I have, and I know that I'm going to have to continue to use fertilizer. So I also want to start thinking about realistically what type of tractor I'm going to get. I think I'm going to get one that has a front loader attacher to it. That way I can move the goat's milk when it comes out, because it's in pallet form. But it also needs to be powerful enough to continue to run fertilizer, so I am going to have to continue to fertilize the grass field. It's also going to need to be powerful enough to run that used mower that we have over there, and eventually, since I did get the larger mower because it was on sale, if I want to get its counterpart for the back, it's got to be large enough to run that as well. And I think those two combined require a tractor of at least 350 horsepower. So that's going to be kind of tricky. I don't necessarily need multiple tractors, so if I can get one that will do it all, that will be a good sign for us. That way we're not having to spend a bunch of money on a bunch of tools. As for harvesters and this and that, I don't necessarily plan on planting any fields other than the grass, because I only have this area. Maybe later on in the challenge, if we decide to get more animals, such as like chickens or something like that, where we have to try to produce our own feed, then we can look at then getting one. But even then, leasing may be the better option there. We'll just kind of see where this challenge takes us. But that's something definitely that I need to look into. Okay, I think that's completely done. Got this little corner over here that I need to hit. It's done. And I think we'll just drive around real quick just to make sure that we got everything. Oh, we got this little corner right there. There we go. Alright. So, let's go ahead and get this up here and get our fertilizer out. I'm going to put it up back by the tree. I think I want to put it a little bit closer to the tree this time from before it was on the concrete there. I want to put it right next to the tree in the concrete. About right there should be good. Yeah, that's perfect. Right, let's get over here and clean it. %, yield bonus. Awesome. So that's gonna work for us. Alright, get this clean. Alright, so from here I am gonna take this back up to the store and drop it off, and then I need to get the seeder back with our seed. So I think that's gonna be the next thing. I'll see you in a few. Alright, so we got the seeder back over here. I need to remember to clean the seeder after I drop off the seed. So we're going to try and put it right over here next to the other one, maybe right in front of it. Space, let's move forward a little bit. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and get this over here and clean it before I forget. Jump out. Rain's still going. It's 5:30. It's been raining for about an hour and a half now. We're completely done with our field though. We got the grass in, so we did that. We're at $22,509. So we didn't spend too much money. And we still have the around $10,000 contract to collect from Noah's green bean harvest. I guess I might as well go ahead and clean the tractor while I'm here. Let's go and get over on this side. Get all that cleaned up. There we go. Back at the window. Wheels. Alright. Yeah, I think that looks clean. Oh, missed spot right there. Cool. One quick spray on that. Let's go ahead and put that up. Make sure that's turned off. Alright, let's go back up to the store. I'll meet you guys there as we turn all the stuff in and collect on the contract. Alright, back up the store. Finally. Alright, so it's 5:38. 22,502 is what we currently have. That contract should take us just over 30,000, just like I speculated. The two contracts would do with our field work would put us just over that 30,000, so that's awesome. So we'll have to start thinking about, I don't necessarily want to do like big contracts, but start thinking about our process on our building aspirations that we have. Alright, 33,361. So we collected on that. Let's go ahead and start returning the tools. So that was the fertilizer. We're going to go ahead and return the cultivator. the mulcher, the seeder, and then finally the roller. So everything is returned back. Alright, now it's supposed to rain through most of the night now, and it's already 5:50, almost 6 o'clock. So I don't think there's much left for us to do today. Well, let's go ahead and talk about the next episode as we drive back home. Next episode is going to be October 1st. We can start doing contracts again. So we'll definitely jump in and do a contract just to continue to increase money. But I want to start thinking about materials needed to build. And I know the buildable house is going to require concrete. Not looking to get the concrete or cement factory yet, but stones is what's needed to do that. So I think probably going to spend time on contracts trying to collect stones for that. I don't want to install the debris crusher for $99,000 that just gives you free stone. I think that would make the challenge way easier, so I'm not about that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try and collect all the stones needed to make our cement and stuff off of what we collect off the fields. I'm also going to try and get in a water source for the greenhouse. Start thinking about what we're going to do for that, as well as the goat pen. So that's all what I plan and hope that we can get done in the next episode. I guess it really depends on how long the contract takes us to do, and hopefully there's going to start being some stone picking contracts for us to be able to do that. But I think that's where we're going to end this episode, is here. So thank you guys again so much for sticking with me and watching the channel. Really appreciate it. And if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel and share if you would like. Remember, comment down below on what I can do to improve, or how your 5-acre challenge is going. So I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Good morning, everyone. It's a little hazy this morning. Welcome back to episode 5. Let's go ahead and look at the used market real quick. No, nothing there. No point in spending time on it for us today. Looking at the weather, it's going to be in the 60s and 50s. Mostly 70s. But I think I'm going to go ahead and jump and get my hoodie on. It's going to be one of those types of days. It's starting to get colder. It's first day of October. So let's go ahead and jump over there and check that out. We got a lot of stuff that we got to do today too. So the weather's good enough to where there's no rain in the forecast for today, because we got to prep building materials and do stuff. Oh, I don't want that. I want to get into my wardrobe. There we go. Let's see. What hoodie do I want today? I think I'm going to go with this one. Yeah, I'll grab my case hoodie. That'll work. Alright, so let's think about today and what we're going to do. Back to the used market. Yeah, there's nothing in here that I can afford or need. Grass came in, so that's doing well. It's a 100% yield bonus, 100% fertilized. So that should be potentially ready to cut next month, come November, which means that we might be able to get one thing of silage in at the beginning of the month, or the beginning of the new year, actually. So we definitely need to think about the greenhouse situation today. We're sitting at $33,328. We need to get a water source. And Noah reached out to me. I think I'm going to put it over in that area there in front of us just across the road. That little bit of property there is mine. But I spoke to Noah, and he said that I need to contact Walter. He's like a grandpa farmer to everybody in this area. And Noah said that he may be able to point me in the right direction or tell me where I could get something like that. So I think we're going to head up to Walter's place and see what we can find and see how much it's going to be. I don't want to spend a lot of money on it, but I'm going to have to spend something to be able to get water. And I think the best bet's going to be drilling a well to it. So we'll see if he has anybody or knows anybody that can do that for us. After we kind of get that sorted, as I talked in the last episode, we need to start thinking about the future and the farm build house. It's going to take a lot of material to build that house, and with my limited resources of what I can do, it's going to be a challenge. It's not going to be something that I'm going to be able to do in a single episode. It's going to take almost the entire 2.5 years that we have left. I know we're only on like technically month 2 or 3, but it's going to take the rest of the challenge to be able to build up the material to be able to even start the house. So we need to start productions. We're going to do some sawmill productions. We're going to do a carpentry production. I'm not going to buy the cement factory. It's a little bit out of my price range. In the next couple episodes, we'll go double check on that, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be out of my price range. Because the house that I'm looking at building isn't require a lot of concrete or concrete bricks, right? If I was building a garage that was made completely out of concrete, it would make sense. But since the houses barely require concrete or cement or roof tiles, I don't think I'm going to purchase that. So I'm going to try and still do the stones and try and accumulate enough stones to where I can sell them to cover the cost. I don't know if it'll cover it 100% or not, but we can see what we can come up with. Alright, so I believe Noah said that his farm or Walter's farm was right up here, past this build 8. He said that there was going to be a red fence around it, and that I would need to pull in next to the barn. So there's the red fence. Let's see, the barn's up a little bit. Let's see if there's a entryway over here. Yeah, right here it looks like there's an entry. So let's go ahead and jump over there, or go through there. I don't know if this is the main entrance or not. I probably should have come in over there. That looks like the main entrance over here. Oh, look, there's Walter, I think. So let's go ahead and get over here and let's jump out and let's go talk to Walter.
Good morning. Can I help you with something?
Good morning. Are you Walter?
Yes, I am Walter. Are you new to town?
Yes, I'm newer to town. I just bought a plot over by Edge and Sharp Sawmill, and I've been working with Noah, and he pointed me in your direction.
Yeah, I do recall Noah mentioning you now. He said you might stop by about water for your place?
Yeah, I was trying to see about getting a well drilled on my property, and you said you're the one to talk to.
Well, as soon as Noah mentioned it to me, I started, thinking, and I made a call. I have a friend that has an old water windmill that he could install. It would be around $10,000 to $15,000 to do. That is all I got at the moment. Would that work?
Yeah, absolutely. That's in my price range. That could definitely work.
Great. I can give him a call and see if he can start working on it right away.
That sounds awesome. I appreciate it, Walter. You have a great day.
You too, HK. Stay in touch.
Well, Walter seems like a nice guy. Well, water source is now taken care of. I'll have to get with them a little bit later to probably pay for it, but at least we know, and it's not too bad. It's about half of what I got, but in the long run, it's going to be the right choice. So now, let's head up to the shop and see if there's any contracts that'll help me gain some materials. So a couple of ways that I'm going to do the material for the house. I know that there's deadfall trees, and speaking to some of the locals around here, they just want the wood hauled off. They don't want it. They just want the dead wood cut. So I'm going to use that in my sawmill productions, as well as my carpentry productions. Then for the stone contracts, for stone picking, for the cement that I need, I'm going to do the stone picking contracts and pick up the stone. I'm going to need a lot of stone to be able to purchase the cement mix from them. So we'll see if there's any of those. I'm probably going to focus this month on collecting rocks because it's not quite the winter months yet where there's going to be a lot of logging and forestry going on. So I might as well get them while people are still plowing and whatnot. So I think that's the plan. Well, let's go check and see what's available, if there's anything. Alright, so we got some bell wrapping, cultivating. There is a deadwood contract already. Not quite looking for that yet. Fertilizing, no. Harvesting, mowing, plowing, spraying. Let's see, any stone. There's a stone picking. Let's go back up to it. Yeah, plot 88. 9,000 to do, plus I get to keep the stone. Yeah, it's something I'm going to need. So let's go ahead and do that one. First, before I do that, I'm going to go get me some breakfast because it's early and I'm hungry. I'm going to check out that Central Cafe. There was another mill that I was looking at. Last time I got Mama's Breakfast, which is her famous French toast. But I think today I'm craving good old-fashioned biscuits and gravy. I heard that they have the best chicken fried steak with eggs and a side of biscuits and gravy that you can get in this area. So I think I'm going to go for that. You know, actually, I think I'm going to park over by the bank. It's a little bit closer. So let me get back around here. I'm going to get in this parking space. Let's see, it's 9 o'clock now. Hopefully they're not too busy and I can get in and out fairly quickly because I'm feeling that contract on 88 is going to take me a little while to do. Morning, ma'am. Morning, sir. No, they don't speak back to me very often, so must be in a rush for something. Alright, let's get in here and I'll be back in a few. Oh man, that took an hour. But if you're looking for chicken fried steak and eggs, that's the place to go, along with some good old-fashioned biscuits and gravy. So we'll definitely be heading there again. Alright, let's go get started on this contract and get these stones picked up out of the field. Alright, let's get this over here. Alright, let's get loaded up. Let's get the stone picker on the tractor. I wonder if the truck will attach to that trailer. It would make life so much easier if it does, but let's see. I'll get this hooked up first and then I'll try it. There we go. That's hooked up. Alright, let's go check. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, sorry. Let's go check and see if the truck will hook up to that trailer. I was looking at the hitches and it should, but I don't know. Oh, no. Alright, let's get lined up. Fiddle around with it. And no, it's not going to attach, which means it's going to take me twice as long to get all this stuff over there. So what I'll do is I'll get the stone picker over there and I'll meet you guys at the field, and we'll get started and then we'll get the trailer later when we need it. So I'll see you guys in a few at the field. Alright, this should be the field here on the left. Let's pull in over here and take a look. Oh yeah, I can see the stones already. Those are fairly large stones. Yeah, this is it. It's a fairly large field, so we'll go ahead and throw in some music and a time lapse. And I'll see you guys when I need to go get the trailer. See you in a few.
Whispers cold, Riverbend Springs, haunted tales unfold. Creaking footsteps, midnight chills, witches casting spells on haunted hills. In the town of shadows, whispers cold, Riverbend Springs, haunted tales unfold. Creaking footsteps, midnight chills, witches casting spells on haunted hills. Jack-o'-lanterns glow with ghostly light, spirits dance beneath the pale moon sight. Bats and owls in spooky flight, ghouls emerge from tombs tonight. Haunted hearts and eerie screams, Halloween's alive within our dreams. Bats and owls in spooky flight, ghouls emerge from tombs tonight. Haunted hearts and eerie screams, Halloween's alive within our dreams. Monsters looking in disguise, fear and wonder in our eyes. Cobwebbed alley twisting turns, in each flicker a secret burns. Old man Graves warns, beware, strange things happen in the air. Shifting in the street, candied apples, razor bites. alive within our dreams. Thoughts and doubts in spooky flights. Ghouls emerge from tombs tonight.
Alright, about 29% done, but I'm 97% full with stones. So I need to go get the trailer from the store. I'm probably going to do the rest of this build off camera. It's going to take a little while to do. So let me go ahead and detach here and go get the trailer, and I'll meet back with you guys as soon as we're done with the build. I expect probably 3:30 be done with the build, so I've got about 4 hours work I got to do, so I'll see you in a few. Alright, so it was about 3:30, so I was off by an hour, but that's okay. Alright, so we're back at my farm, and we got 8,220 liters of stone. Now just to figure out where we're going to put it. I think I'm going to put them right over here on the other side of the greenhouse. So, yeah, I think about right here would work. What's up? Yeah, right there. Let's go ahead and unload them. There we go. First set of stones down. I'm going to continue to collect them, and then we'll see how much we get at the end of the month and see what we got. So, like I said, just over 8,000 today off one build. So if we can continue to get that amount, that's going to put us in a good spot. Alright, so we'll complete the contract. That should put us up close to 40 or just over 40,000, and then we're finally going to go talk to Katie and see about getting the goats, and go from there, since we'll have a little bit of extra. And then also I think by then Walter's friend should be done with putting in the water source, so I'll have to pay him for that. That's probably where we will end the episode to get started with the next episode. Right, let's get this back to the back and get it returned. Now, I was looking at the productions and whatnot, and it's going to cost $36,000 for one of those small productions. I think I'm going to need 3 sawmills and potentially 2 carpentry ones in order to get this stuff done within the time frame of this challenge. There it is. It's complete. $8,909 is what I get. So, there you go, David. It's done. Alright. So, yeah, I'm going to need 3 sawmills and 2 carpenter items, productions. So, I need to start figuring out some money. That's quite expensive if they each cost $36,000. So we'll hopefully the silage will help with that. We'll see where we go from there, if we get some or not. And hopefully we can get some goats in and go from there as well. But yeah, it looks like Katie's out front, so let's go talk to Katie. I'm going to call this my parking space, because like I said in the last one, I like being unique and different. Alright, let's go talk to her.
Good afternoon, HK.
Afternoon, Katie. Here to pay for the goat pen.
Awesome. We can get you squared away. Give me a moment while I send Darnell over there to get it installed. Shouldn't take too long.
Okay, no problem. How much is it going to cost for the area that we discussed the other day?
You are looking at $14,862 for the pin. I don't have any goats at the moment. Just sold the last one this morning, but I will be getting some more in next week.
Okay, yeah, sure, no problem at all. I completely understand. Here you go. Here's your money.
Thank you, HK. See you next week.
Yep, thanks. Alright, let's get home. And pay Walter's friend. I was just told that he is over there and just finishing up the install. So we'll get over there and get him paid as well. Darnell is currently there working on getting the goat pen put in. So probably jump out and help Darnell with that off camera and get that taken care of. But quick recap of the episode so far, right? So we were able to get a water source. We were able to get the goat pen in. Still haven't got the goats yet. Katie said that she was out. She sold the last one this morning. We get it next week. So next week we will get goats. And then we got the water source in. So tonight I'm going to be doing some calculations. And in the next episode we'll probably figure out what plant or crop we're going to put in the greenhouse. Like I said before, I think I'm steering towards lettuce. I don't know. I may do chili peppers because they're new, or some of the newer ones. I may want to try my hand at those. But I'll throw some figures together and see what we got going for there. Yeah, it looks like Darnell's over there working on it. Stay out of his way for right now. But so greenhouse is going to be a big thing next episode. And that means that if we have a water source now, I'm going to need to get a water trailer. I'm going to need to get one anyways for the goats. Those are the stones we got today. We'll probably do another stone contract tomorrow if there's any available. Right, there you go, sir. There's your money. Alright, so I took care of that payment. Let's go take a look at the windmill. Yeah, I'm going to have to get a trailer, which I knew I was going to have to for the animals anyways to make sure they have water. But we're down to $17,366. I don't know how much the trailers are. We'll have to do some shopping and see. But tonight I'll figure out what crop we're going to put in the greenhouse, and we'll do that in the next episode for sure. Try and get some money going. But there's where he drilled it down into. Wow. Awesome. Alright. Ooh, it's a little hazy this afternoon. So. But yeah, so we got to do that. Probably do another contract to get the crops in the greenhouse. If it's towards the end of next week, or the beginning part of next week, maybe we can get the goats in the next episode. But I don't know. We'll just have to see what goes on. I'm going to move this back where it needs to go. That way, like, when I tried to get my hoodie this morning, I ended up grabbing that. So let me put this over here off to the side. A little bit further back so I don't got to worry about that anymore. Well, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you again so much for watching. Thank you to the new subscribers. We're up to 112 subscribers now. Thank you all for your support. I really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.